In this presentation, I will explain how you calculate a U-value for construction with a co-bridge. In DS 418, we have a formula for how we calculate that. So if I go to DS 418 and find the chapter, we have it here in 6.7 construction with co-bridges. So we need to go to page 26. And here we have the formula. And what you can see is that we have the area of a simple u-value times the simple u-value. So we need to find all the different u-values we have in a construction. And then we have the liner loss in between the two parts of constructions. So where we have a change of insulation layer and the length of that. Divided by the total area. Sometimes we also look at a punct loss, but we won't look at that now. So if I go back and write it a bit more simple, I write here DS 418, chapter 6.7, and then we have the U value, which was the U1 times A1 plus U2 times A2 plus the liner loss, which was psi k, times the length of the liner loss divided by the total area A1 plus A2. So if we have a construction, a cavity wall, where we have an outer leaf here of bricks, and we have an inner leaf of bricks as well. We have insulation here in the co-bridge, and then we have more insulation here. And up here, that's where we have the window. Then we have a U value here, a simple U value, which we call U1. And up here, where we have less insulation, we have U2. And then where we have the change in insulation layer, we have the liner loss, which is called psi k. So here we have the three different losses in the construction. And if we look at the wall in an elevation here, and I have the window here, then I have the co-bridge around the window all the way around here, and I have a door, and I have the co-bridge around the door all around here. Then I have the area for U1 I have out here. This is A1, and I have the area of the co-bridge I have here, where I have less insulation than in the main wall, also around the door here. So that is A2, and then I have the liner loss around here in the length, so where I have the change of insulation layer, and also up here. So this part here is LK. There is rules for how you calculate the area for which height and which length you take. And these are also given in DS 418. So jump to there, go to the table of content, and then you can see here I have the area in 3.6 and the length in 3.7. So go to page 15. You can see here the height of the wall is from top floor to top insulation, and the width, that is external from corner to corner. And if we need to stop in the middle, then it's to the partition wall, middle of the partition wall. And then we have the length down here. We have LK here, but now we have the co-bridge going all the way over. So the length is actually all around here where I did draw it. So we go back and we write here that the areas we find in chapter 3.6 and the length in chapter 3.7. And then we missed to find the linear loss. And that we can also find in DS 418. So we go back and we go to table of content. And then we have the linear loss here under 6.7.2, pilasters and ribs here. So we go to page 27. And here we have a table. And this table, we have the Coleridge interruption over here. So how big is that? So, and that's the dimension that we have here. So this dimension here, and that's normally around 30 millimeters. Can't be smaller if we have to live up to the building regulations. So 30, and then we have here, we have the outer leaf and the inner leaf, and we have concrete, but now we have bricks, and that's tiles. So if we, for example, have 30 millimeters, that gives us a Coleridge linear loss of 0.01. And even though it says that the brackets we don't need to include, we need to include it today because the constructions are so good. So what we can write is that the Coleridge linear losses, this psi here, we find in DS 418 in table 671. So this is the formula that we are using when we calculate U values for construction with co-bridges. And normally we have co-bridges in heavy external walls and also in the ground supported floor. I will show you an example of how you calculate it on an external wall and at a ground supported floor. Take care and have fun.